The story of Boeing 747. In 1965, Boeing generated a revenue of nearly $2 billion. Out of that revenue, they invested more than $1 billion to build Boeing 747. Instead of profiting out of this money, they invested it without any hesitation because they put the safety standards ahead of the profit and the shareholder value. They took 28 months to build the aircraft. They used 4,500 engineers. This was the largest passenger aircraft ever between 1970 till 2007. That is 37-year long life of Boeing 747. A successful story of an aircraft manufacturing company has come to an end. Boeing started its business in 1916, supplied the first aircraft for the first time to the US Navy for the World War I. William Boeing got rich because of this business. First Boeing passenger commercial aircraft flew in the sky in 1933. Boeing was the most trusted aircraft for 80 long years. If not Boeing, I ain't going. This is what passengers used to say. But in recent past, I want to get off the plane. One passenger admitted he refused to fly on Boeing 737 MAX. What went wrong in Boeing? Let me explain the story. Indonesian Airlines crashed minutes after taking off in October 2018. 5 months later, Ethiopian Airlines crashed as well. Both of them are the same model of Boeing 737 MAX. And after the first crash, Boeing took an excuse that it was the human error. But after the second crash of the same model, they didn't have any excuse. They had to expect the manufacturing defect. A dove fell off mid-flight at 16,000 foot height because of the loose screw. And in the past, Boeing has 970 plus cases related to safety records. In 1970s, Boeing 747 was the best airlines. They were double time ahead of their competitors. Boeing 747 could manage 9,200 miles from one single takeoff, carrying 460 passengers, whereas Airbus could manage only 4,600 miles to fly continuously, carrying 240 passengers. And McDonnell's Douglas could manage only 3,800 miles, carrying 220 passengers. So you can understand the reliability and the capacity of Boeing ahead of their competitors in 1970s. Then what happened to Boeing? The downfall of Boeing started in 1996, late 90s. There were three players in the market. McDonnell's Douglas was there. They were securing 18% of the market share, whereas Airbus managed 19% of the market share. Then the remaining market share was held by Boeing. It is 53%. When Boeing was doing great, Boeing came across with a crazy idea to acquire McDonnell's Douglas. The then CEO of Douglas, Harry, negotiated a term with the acquisition team to be the CEO and the crew of the new Boeing after the merger, and he was the CEO after that. So the Douglas staff took the charge of main operations, designs, and production department of Boeing. The CEO started the outsourcing of production to Japan. They nearly gave about 35% of the manufacturing to Japanese suppliers and manufacturers. And they used the support of companies in Italy and Malaysia too. The idea was to cut the cost. Outsourcing will cut the cost absolutely fine. And they wanted to bring in orders from those countries, Japan, Italy, and Malaysia. That worked as well. Ali Nippon Airways from Japan, Japanese airline from Japan, they ordered many aircraft from the company. So the idea worked, but what happened to the safety standards, the core of Boeing? In 2011, American Airlines ordered planes from Airbus from Europe. This is splitting the order to Airbus and Boeing. This is when the Boeing management woke up and they realized that we are no longer the best in the market. We need to bring in new product. So they invested $2 billion to improve the existing 737 aircraft to 737 MAX instead of investing $20 billion to bring in an innovative brand new model. Because if you build an aircraft, it takes about 5 to 10 years to get the certification. So they wanted to cut the time short as well, and the MAX 737 got approved very quickly. That was the aircraft that crashed in Indonesia and Ethiopia. Since 2019, Boeing did not record any profitable year till to date. The problem is they were chasing profit, compromising safety. And you know what happens if you do this for you.